create casserole from cauliflower. I know, I already have a lot of videos on casserole. It's gonna be yummy. And even if you are not a fan of casseroles, I'm thinking that you are going to fall in love with this one. Okay, let's get to work. I have I say medium-sized cauliflower. I already rinsed that and got rid of the leaves, and I will cut them into florets. I'm using this knife. So first I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. It's not going to be perfect cut because we don't need a perfect cut. However, we need a yummy meal, good meal. Okay, a little jumpy, but it's okay. All right. I'm gonna put it in a bowl. You can even be able to break it into your florets. So if you use one, and there's one like this, just cut off a little bit of unnecessary parts. And this one is still can use with any soup, not to just waste any food. It's unnecessary ends. You can just get rid of this, not completely, just save it for your soup. To add with your other veggies. That should be yummy. I have my florets ready to be boiled, and I can hear the water is already boiling, so I will go ahead and put it in there now. As you can see, the water is going nuts there, so I will go ahead and add cauliflower with that, my florets. Okay. So I will go ahead and cover my cauliflower florets with lid and bring that to a boil, and then turn the heat down and let it boil for maybe another 15 minutes or until a cauliflower is nice and soft. Okay, let it cook. I will boil my vegetables, for which I'm going to use broth, vegetable broth. This is mine, homemade one, but you can use any one you want. Sometimes I don't feel like cooking in oil, therefore I'm going to use vegetable broth. So what veggies I'm going to boil in my broth? So I have onions, chickpeas from the can, a mixture of frozen peas and carrots, and tomatoes. This mixture I will add with my cauliflower after the cauliflower and the mixture is cooked. So I will invite you to come up to the stove with me now. We're going to take care of my veggie mixture. In the pan, I add all my vegetable mixture. So this one should be very easy. 2 medium onions already cut into small pieces. About 1/2 cup of frozen mixture of frozen peas and carrots. Also 1 small tomato, which is also cut into small pieces. You probably see chickpeas hiding behind the onions. So I have like some leftovers at home, so I didn't want to waste it. About 1/4 cup. This is optional for you if you don't want to do it, but I would suggest that only because this is protein, and it's good to have a protein in your meal. Okay, now I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of my vegetable broth. Perfect. Turn the heat on. And first, I will cook my veggies on high heat. I will bring it to a boil and turn it down to little and let it cook until it's soft. Beautiful, colorful mixture. Perfect for my casserole. Oops, I forgot to add something into my veggie mixture. Something which is going to bring us wonderful flavor, and it's very, very healthy. So I have a little bit of ginger, fresh ginger, which I already cut into very tiny pieces, and I will add with my mixture right now. Okay, good thing I remember that. All right, here comes my next task, which is going to be to create mixture which are going to go on top of my casserole after all the ingredients are combined. So for this, the main ingredient is going to be aquafaba. I have 1 can of aquafaba. And with that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I say about 1 teaspoon, maybe there's more than a little bit, but I don't need it for this recipe. And beat it a little bit with my fork. This is going to be my substitute for an egg. I beat it a little bit until it shows bubbles and change the color a little bit. It doesn't have to be, beat until, midnight. We don't have that time, right? We don't need it, actually. It's not necessary. Okay, that is plenty. Now, with it, I'm going to add my homemade vegetable broth, and I have about 1 cup of it, and this is instead of milk. Why does it have to be milk all the time? We have something different. It's going to taste different, and it's also good because sometimes when you happen not to have milk at home, I'm talking vegan milk, then you can use the broth, and you can even use water. But I thought that vegetable broth would bring this extra unique flavor into my casserole dish. I really have to check on my veggie mixture and on my florets. Are they soft? Wow, they are perfect. I'm going to turn the heat off now. And now I'm checking on my mixture, veggie mixture. Ooh, wonderful, wonderful, wow. Looking great. It's just perfect. Just right now, I need to add something else with it, which is going to be my green. This is kale I want to add because greens are very important in our recipes. For us vegans, is our calcium. So I have a handful of kale, which I'm going to add with my veggie mixture right now. I will go ahead, give it a nice stir. And cover it with lid and let it cook a little bit. It should take no more than 2 minutes. Okay. My video turned off on me, so you won't be probably able to see all the ingredients I added, so I will have to tell you again what I did, and I apologize for that. So you probably seen me working on aquafaba, which was my substitute for an egg, and I added 1 cup of my homemade vegetable broth with that. I also added 1 teaspoon of salt and more spice, including black pepper, smoked paprika, basil leaves, garlic powder, and I think that's it. And added 1/2 container of vegan sour cream, which was about 4 ounces of it. And finally, starch, which was arrowroot starch, and I added about 2 generous wooden spoons of it. So basically, I stir all my ingredients, and again, my mixture is going to go on the top of my casserole. So first thing I will add in my baking pan will be 1/2 cup of water in which I boil cauliflower. You don't need more than that. Just make sure that, just to protect our casserole from sticking into the bottom of my baking pan. So now I will just dump all my florets into my baking pan. Amazing. Distributed this evenly, as much as possible, evenly over the cauliflower. Now I'm going to stir my wet mixture one more time and pour it over my casserole. Looks like that. Looking great. Now I have to do one last thing before I put it in oven. Roasted sesame seed. If you're allergic to those or you don't like them, just skip it. So I sprinkle the top of my casserole dish with sesame seeds right now. I think that is going to be a really great addition to my casserole dish. Again, if you don't like it or you're allergic to it, just skip it. Okay, I'm just going to wait until my oven beeps to 450 and put it in my oven for about 25 to 30 minutes or until it's all done, which means we really want a firm consistency of my casserole, and especially the top of it, especially the top of it. Okay, so I will see you soon. Looks amazing. So I bake it for about 25 minutes at 450 and then turn up to a broil for another 10 minutes, I believe. And after I turn my oven off, I just let the casserole cool down because the consistency is much better, and that's what we want. Look at this beauty. Wow, delicious casserole from very simple ingredients. Ingredients each of us can find at home, and that's what matters. Time for me to taste my beautiful, my amazing casserole. Okay, I'm going to have one piece now. This recipe is excellent for people who dislike cauliflower, and they assume that cauliflower is boring, but it doesn't have to be this way. And this is just perfect example of it, because any boring food you can turn into something wonderful, like this one. Wow, this is great. Don't wait. Don't wait long. If you enjoy my show and the recipe, just make it. This is a wonderful, wonderful dish. Again, very simple ingredients that any of us can find at home. And you can always substitute some ingredients if you, for some reason, don't have it at home. And the most important is this is the vegan version, and meaning it won't contribute to animal cruelty. So subscribe to my channel if you if you're watching me and you like my recipe, and go vegan for animals. I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.